Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, it's very bright. I'm using the light from above, obviously from the light from the sky, because it's really bright outside, and I'm figured that this is gonna really help me. It's early in the morning, so as you can see from the title, I'm doing a review about the Huda Beauty FAUXFILTER foundation, and this is supposed to be the next amazing product that's out so far. So I really want to see if it actually, is what they say it is, or if it's just, another foundation, just a normal foundation. So because I got this from Brown Thomas, which is in Ireland, they don't really have her own primer, so I'm gonna be using my own primer, one of my primers anyway, and I'll be using the No Problem from That's in Soul, because it's an amazing one. Now what we're going to do is, I have my MAC 170 brush and I have my beauty blender. So one side is going to be the MAC brush and the other side is going to be the beauty blender. As well, I'm going to put the primer on the one side and there's going to be no primer on the other side, just so we can see the difference with the primer and without the primer, with the brush and with the beauty blender. Now I'm probably going to be doing, I'm going to be putting in this side my primer. My god, just an amazing primer. If you don't have that primer, guys, just go and get it. It's so, it makes your skin so smooth and beautiful. Now I put on one side the primer. I'm just gonna let it sing a little bit, and I got the color Cheesecake just because I got it from the internet. I couldn't really go on the shop at the shops and find my right found my right color. I went a color down just because I think it's gonna oxidize, and I don't really want to look like an Oompa Loompa. So I like the packaging. It's all black. It says Huda Beauty here, and on the side it has all her webs, all her social media, and it just has a little bit of directions how to use it, and then it has the ingredients on the back. So you get a lot of product now. Okay, you get a lot of product. This is 35 ml, so I mean that is a lot of product for foundation. And I love the packaging, guys. Look at it. It's so nice. Now I actually thought from the website that it's going to be glass, but it's not really glass. It's plastic, but it just looks like a really nice plastic. I like the way that it's black on the bottom and then it has a foundation in and then it's black on the first. Now it's a pump as well, which I absolutely like. So I really like foundations that comes as a pump, because I think it's really annoying to just have it like, as a cream or a roll or whatever. I just like foundations that have a pump because it's easier to just control how much you're going to put on. And it is semi-matte. Now I don't know about that. It's semi-matte and it's supposed to, when you put the flash on, just, have your skin flawless. So I don't know about that either, but we're gonna put it to the test and see. So it's very high coverage. Okay, it's on medium coverage. So and it's $35. So I'd say it's not really a drugstore foundation. It's more for the for the high-end makeup like MAC. I personally think the MAC foundations, the MAC foundations are really high coverage. So I'd say I have to see, but anyway, let's start. Okay, I think the primer has already dried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the brush with the primer, because I think with the brush, you have a lot of movement. Instead, with the beauty blender, more things is gonna go over here. So I'm going to put 2 pumps maybe, and let's go on and see. Now let me get my mirror. Okay. Ooh, maybe 2 pumps is more than enough, because it's very high coverage indeed. Okay, I honestly don't like the way that it applies with the brush because I just feel like it's moving my whole face. But I didn't go and buy her brush because I think that's, you know, I have loads of brushes. I mean, even if I don't use a MAC, I'll use another one. So, okay guys, so now it doesn't really dry that soon as well, which is good because you can always go and play with it. I mean, if you remember, Fenty Beauty foundation was extremely matte and it dried so fast. So yeah, it has nothing to do like that. It's not like that whatsoever. So I feel like I can work with the foundation, if that makes any sense. So that's it with the brush. Let's go on and see with the beauty blender. 2 pumps as well. Okay, I think that you don't really need that much product. I mean, I put 2 pumps. Generally, I put 2 pumps in every foundation, but I feel that this specific one doesn't really need 2 pumps, you know. Okay, I have a feeling that with the beauty blender, it just applies it a bit better because it doesn't really have so much it doesn't keep so much product in the beauty, you know, the sponge absorbs some of the product and it just makes it easier to apply without putting so much. No, I definitely like it more with the beauty blender. It's just that it makes the foundation a little bit lighter. You know, the brush is making it a bit more heavy but very high coverage. I think that the beauty blender just brings it down to medium foundation or something, if that makes any sense. But then again, this side doesn't even have a primer. I don't really use foundations without a primer, so you know, you could see the difference. I'm gonna come a little bit closer and you can see that this side is very, very matte and very covered, and this side here looks a bit more light. Like, I mean, it looks like that to me, but like I can see a bit of a blackness in here. I can't see that much over there, so yeah, there you go. Okay, so there you go guys, that's it. Personally, I think it's very high coverage, whether you put it with a brush or not. I think it just applies great. Just be careful, don't put too much, because I think 2 pumps for, you know, the side is way too much. So just put a pump, see how it applies, and then go on and put more. I think that this shade that I got is actually my shade, because it doesn't really look too wide or anything. It's perfect. So if you actually think, you know, to get a shade, just get a shade less. I think that would be better for you, you know, just in case it oxidizes or, you know, things like that. And I mean, when you get things from the internet, you don't know exactly which shade is going to be your shade, if that makes any sense. Now, I think her website has a comparison between the MAC foundation and some other foundations, like I think the Remarkable foundation and the Clinique one. I'm not 100% sure, but if you go on Huda Beauty's website, you can see that her foundation, she compares her foundation and the shades with different foundations, but because MAC is more, you know, the most common that everybody compares it with, I think it's easier for you to just compare it and see which MAC foundation do you have and which one do you need to get, you know, the shade. So overall, I find that even though it's a high-end, it's very high coverage. Like, I had a little spot over there and I can't even see it, and I mean, yeah, it's really great. And to be honest, I don't think it's really that expensive. You know, the foundation for €35 in Brown Thomas. So I think that it's not really that expensive. I would personally put the foundation to the one that MAC has, because MAC has around 35 euros. So it's $40, so it's around 35 euro. Yeah, so it's $40 foundation. It's a high-end, but trust me, I mean, it's great. It's a great foundation. So it is high coverage, by the way, so just beware. If you want something that's really light on your skin, that's not gonna happen with this foundation. So just beware, this is a high coverage foundation. And I'm surprised actually that it has so many shades outside for this foundation. So I'm very, very happy with this purchase, and I definitely recommend it. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Do you think that it's worth the $40 or not? I will link down below the Huda Beauty site and some other sites that you can go ahead and buy it if you're living in Ireland or UK. And I will see you again on my next video. Bye.